What is good with y'all, man? So today we're going to be going over the best players for every single position for the Eagles theme team. Now, when I say the best players for them, I basically mean just the best of the best with the Eagles theme team got. Because there's, some positions where it might not be the best players. But I'm just going to tell you who they are. Do I have them? Why I have them? If I don't have them, why I don't have them? So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Starting us off with the quarterback, we got Mike Vick. Now I know some people are going to say, oh, well, Jalen Hurts isn't that bad either. But Mike Vick is clearly way better. And it's for one reason, strictly the set feet lead. If you haven't used set feet lead yet this year, you're missing out. It's a whole different game you're playing with that. It is. You gotta have set feet. I mean, you do have to have set feet lead out there. No, you don't. But does it help out a whole lot? Yes, and that is why he's easily the best quarterback right now for our theme team. Now, if you can, try to power him up, because I know it's a lot more coins, but if you do, you're able to get that set feet lead for a lot cheaper. If you just get his normal card, it's cool. You still get the set feet lead. It's going to be 4 AP, but if you can power him up, you get that set feet lead for 2 AP. So it's a pretty big difference. And if you're wondering why his stats are a lot more boosted with, for me, I do have the purple strat card where it's, I forgot what it's called, but it gives him like extra throw power, deep accuracy, and things like that. So that is why you see his throw power is like 94, which is actually kind of crazy now. I just noticed it. But yes, Mike Vick is the best QB for the theme team. Jalen Hurts not bad, but Vick better. Best running back for the theme team is still DeMarco Murray. Now, the only problem I think we all have with this DeMarco Murray card is the 81 carrying. It is definitely a little bit criminal. There's days for me where DeMarco Murray can't hold on for the ball, but for the most part, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot for him. And he's a 6'1", 89 speed, 220 running back. We don't really have a lot of running backs for the theme team, period. I mean, the only other running back we really have besides Murray is that Miles Sanders card. Remember where you had hit like level 11 in the field pass? Yeah, that's pretty much all we have. So, I mean, he's clearly, I mean, I still like the card. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I got jukebox on him. I still like him a lot. The only downside is the 81 carrying. So, but for the most part, he doesn't really fumble a whole lot for me. It's just he has those days, and when he has those days, you just got to get off the game, because I'll be honest, he's not going to stop fumbling. So yeah, Murray is still our best back. So we're on to wide receivers now. So for the wide receivers, I'm going to give you guys 3 receivers, our 3 best receivers, just because it's more realistic to who would be the best players on the field at the time. Same for the tight ends. I'll give 2 tight ends just in case some people run 2 tight end offenses, just like me and myself. But for the receivers, first up, we got DeVonta Smith. I mean, clearly, not only is he, one of the best receiver for our theme team, he's one of the best receivers in the game. He gets slot apprentice for 1 AP. I actually use the deep out elite for 2 AP. It's won me some football games. I'll be honest, if I just throw a streak to Smitty. I mean, I know it's stupid, but look, it's won me some games. But yeah, 91 speed with the theme team. I mean, Smitty cards have just always seemed to play really good in MUT so far. I mean, the first one we got, I think, was, what was it? I think it was the end of 21, because when we had drafted him, and that card was really good. 22, he had some nice cards. This year, he's had some nice cards. I mean, it seems like Smitty just never has left my field since he's been an Eagle. I mean, he just seems like he's always on my field. Like I said, he beats press really good. He's just a great card. If you have Eagles team and you don't have DeVonta Smith, at least get his 87. You just got to have somebody on the field. Second best wide receiver for the theme team is Nelson Agholor. Whoever would have thought that? Nelson Agholor. But he really is good. I mean, for me, this Nelson Agholor has made some crazy catches. He's just really good. I mean, he's got 88 speed, which I know now isn't, the 91 receivers with 91 speed stock like Calvin Johnson. But I mean, I think the biggest thing in Ultimate Team, a lot of people think they have to have the best cards. You got to have all the fastest cards. You got to have the highest overall cards. You don't. It doesn't make a difference whether you have that brand new Calvin Johnson that came out for 1 million coins, or you're Nelson Agholor with the 50 out of 50 Eagles. And I'll be honest, and when I say it doesn't matter, it's because at the end of the day, as long as you know how to utilize your players, and you know what you're doing on the field, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. Now, obviously, there's a big difference between Calvin Johnson and Nelson Agholor, but if you don't know how to utilize these players, then that's your fault. You know what I mean? So, but I got short in the lead on Agholor. I feel like that is the best ability to put on. If you have Agholor, put short in the lead on. It's amazing. It's really good. And I like this Agholor card overall. I thought he was a W. The Eagles' third best receiver, it's Mack Hollins, who I'll be honest, didn't even know this guy was still in the NFL. Apparently he's with the Raiders and he's getting team of the week cards. I mean, he's 6'4", he's 87 speed with the theme team, 221 at that. His route running is actually not bad. It's really not a bad card, to be honest. He gets outside apprentice. Some people try to tell me he's better than AGHOLOR. I'm sorry. I'm not playing him over AGHOLOR. I'm just not. I mean, AGHOLOR's made too many plays for me. I'm not using Matt Collins. I mean, you know, because I only use 2 receivers. So, you know, I'm using 2 tight ends out there. But, I mean, it's not a bad card. If you got to use 3 receivers, you might as well use this Matt Collins. I think he gets outside apprentice for 2 AP. So, he's not really too bad. Haven't used him. I have him on the team, but he hasn't played a snap. I said for tight ends, I'm going to do the same way we did the receivers. Receivers, I did 3. Tight ends, I'm going to show you the 2 best tight ends just because, you know, some people use 2 tight ends on the field at the same time. Like me. Our best tight end for the theme team, Mike DITKA, Iron Mike. I just recently picked him up. I think yesterday I might have picked him up. If you like the Dave Casper card, then you're going to like Mike DITKA, which is actually how I run my offense. I run Dave Casper and Mike DITKA. Mike DITKA is amazing. He's got 89 speed. All of his route running is really good. He does indeed break tackles. He's just a W card. Now, you could probably get him for about 290. I think I bought him for about 320. Obviously, I could have definitely save some coins, but it is what it is. Had to get Mike back on the field. If you guys remember his card last year's Ultimate Legend card, it's great just like that one. So if you like that one, you're gonna like this one. And our second best tight end for the theme team is Keith Jackson. So Keith Jackson, you know, me and him, he finally doesn't play anymore for me because now that I got Mike DITKA, like I said, I'm using Casper and Mike, but Keith definitely played for me for the longest, and he made some plays, but overall, I didn't like Keith. I mean, he's not a fighter. He doesn't have that dog mentality. He doesn't bring that grit to the team. He's a guy, he runs pretty routes to get open. He'll make a nice play, but he's not bringing that dog mentality. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know what I mean? I don't know. He's not bad, though. I mean, and I know all I'm doing is knocking him. It's just, you know, he's just not better than Mike DITKA or Dave Casper, so you're not coming on the field. So we're on to the offensive lineman now. I'm going to try to run through these guys pretty fast because it's offensive lineman. It's not that big deal. Our best left tackle is Jordan MAILATA. Pretty simple. The next best one is like some core gold. If you don't got MAILATA, you should, I don't know. He was expensive a long time ago. It's a new era now. I don't know how much he is. Just get him. Our best left guard is Isaac Seumalo. Now, I'll be honest, he's not really that good. I would not recommend getting Isaac Seumalo. I need to get rid of him. To be honest with you, that's actually what I need to do. So, yeah, actually don't get this guy. Center is obviously Jason Kelce. I don't even know what possible center we could honestly get other than Jason Kelce, period, for us ever. But yeah, Jason Kelce, his card actually still holds up pretty decently. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, I am a guy that does do a little bit of running, but he holds up pretty well to this day. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of him yet. Out of all the linemen I have, only guy I need to get rid of Isaac Seumalo, but Kelce still holds up pretty good. Right guard, actually, our best right guard is actually Jack Anderson. Jack Anderson he's a core gold. Now, I don't use him. I had leveled up in the comp pass, almost have it maxed out. I picked up the Tom Compton, and I'm actually using him at guard. He's pretty good, I'll be honest. I mean, it's a free card. Before him, I had some 83. His name was like Austin Corbett, but yeah, our best right guard is a core gold, so don't you dare play him. Right tackle, obviously, we got Lane Johnson. I don't have any intentions on getting rid of him right now, but the card isn't really all that. I'm just going to be honest with you. The strength is one of those biggest factors why that 84 strength is hideous, but yeah, just get him for the theme team. It's not that big of a deal. Now on the defensive side of the ball, so let's go ahead and get into this. For free safety, I'm actually counting Jordan Poyer at free safety. This Eagles theme team, we only have like 2 legit actually good safeties. I think we have 3 total safeties that are actual. When I say 3 total, I'm gonna say 2 safeties that are actually usable to use on the goddamn field. Jordan Poyer is one of them. I'm actually gonna put him at the free safety category just because we don't have anybody, and that's where I play him at free safety. So just roll with it. Jordan Poyer, I got him for about 685. Let me tell you something. Best safety I think I've used all. Well, let me not say all year, but he is really, really good. I can't lie to you. I mean, let me say this: pick artist on him is actually really good. He catches tips, picks with it. Anything that's contested, he's been picking it off. So overall, he's really good. Now, obviously, he's a lot of coins. I'd wait for his coins to drop. Never go broke getting a card. I do that, but that's because I'm always able to make it back. So, get him. Strong safety, we got Eric Rowe. I'll be honest with you, this is my first time like looking at his stats, probably since I got the guy, and I'll be honest, I'm shocked because this card is amazing. This is probably a top 3 card that I've used this entire year. This like I'm looking at this 84 zone, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm shocked. I would have thought it was 87, 88. I'll be honest. I'm very, very, very surprised because this Eric Rowe card is really good. I mean, I don't know what it is. I got him in strong safety. Maybe it's because a lot of the time I'm bringing him down, kind of have him in the box, not in the box, but like, oh, he's back there at safety, and I'll bring him down like a 5-yard curl flat, a 0-yard curl flat. Sometimes he's coming downfield. I don't know. His card is amazing. Though, I'll be honest with you. So. Don't let the stats fool you. He's good. Left outside linebacker, we got Haason Reddick. I said it. I said if Haason Reddick gets a new card, he's going to be probably my favorite pass rusher in the game. Correct, he is. I got that 2 AP under pressure on him. I love this card. I wish I can't imagine how many sacks I have with this guy. I mean, he's had when I say multiple games, I mean more than 3 games of 4 sacks in a game. I'm not lying to you. The amount of time, I mean, I'll be honest, this guy he's the heart of the defense. This Haason Reddick and Eric Rowe are the heart of the defense for me. If you don't have this Haason Reddick card, you're not a real Eagles team. I'm sorry, you're just not. Right outside linebacker, we got Seth Joyner. Now, I know him and Reddick, you can switch back and forth. It doesn't matter. He's the opposite right outside linebacker. I do not have this Seth Joyner card yet. It's the only card I need for the team. I'm working towards getting it right now. I would recommend if you get this card, don't get this card until you can power him up all the way. And the reason why is because you're going to be able to get that lurker for 1 AP. And then maybe if you don't care about it, then don't worry about it then. But that's the only reason I haven't got him yet, because I want to power him up for that lurker. I'm going to put him actually at middle linebacker. That'll be the plan. Have him and Jordan Hicks in the middle, 2 guys with lurker running around making plays. So 6'2", 241. He'll be 90 speed with the team. 1 AP lurker. Sounds really good to me. Definitely wouldn't rush this guy off the edge though with that finesse and power move, but put him at sub linebacker and let him fly around and make some plays. For middle linebacker, I am gonna do 2 people, just like, you know, because you got 2 middle linebackers on the field, or you get it. All right, so I think personally our best middle linebacker is Jordan Hicks. He's 6'1", 87 speed with the team. He gets lurker. That is the biggest reason why he gets lurker. Any middle linebacker that does not get lurker, I don't think he shouldn't be on your field. If a man if his feet can't leave the ground, then he shouldn't be on the field. Remember that. So he gets lurker. That's why he's our best middle linebacker. He's not really the great. I mean, I use him, but you know, he's pretty. He's very meh, and I can't wait to get rid of him. Our second best middle linebacker, I'm going to say it's actually this new card that came out, the Kiko Alonso, which you can get for free just doing objectives, etc., etc. The reason why I don't think he's better than Jordan Hicks, he is faster than Jordan Hicks with the team. He'll be 88 speed. But the reason why I don't think he's better than him is because he doesn't get lurker. If you're running what abilities he gets deflator for 0 AP, and he gets I think it's mid-zone KO for like 1 AP, something like that. The reason why I think both these guys are better than Nakobe, Nakobe is 5'11". I think with the team, Nakobe's like he's either 86 speed, or he's either 87 speed or 88 speed. So he's either like speed slower than Kiko or the same speed as him, and his ability sucks. So Kiko gets better abilities than Nakobe. He's like he's 88 speed. He's way taller, 6'3". The Nakobe's 5'11". So yeah. We're on the cornerbacks. We'll be doing 3 cornerbacks, just like as if you had 3 CBs on the field. I think personally our best cornerback is James Bradberry. Now, personally, I gotta say, Bradberry in man coverage, he's iffy. And obviously he has 81 man coverage. Well, duh, of course he is. But yeah, like he's hit or miss with it. But let me tell you, this guy in zone coverage definitely he plays it all. I mean, I feel like the only way bad things happen to him is if they just throw it up to Plax, or if they throw it up to Calvin Johnson, which I'll be honest, there was one game where he had Plax actually perplexed, because I'm not gonna lie to you, that man was he wasn't catching nothing on him. But Bradbury is very good. You get him for free. People were saying you could still get him in house rules after I had said that you couldn't. House rules is going now, but so if you missed your opportunity to get that James Bradberry in the house rules, Big L, I ain't gonna lie, it's a big L. Our second best corner is Sidney Jones. Now, Sidney's good. I love Sidney. I've loved this card. He's made really nothing but plays for me. You know, I'm not a guy that plays the crazy man coverage. That's why if you notice, I have the strat card that boosts their zone coverage, which is why he has 92 zone. I don't really, you know, I'm not a crazy man guy. I don't play it, though. I do play it. Of course I play it, but I play way more zone than I do man, so that's why my opinion might be different on some of these corners, but I think Sidney is he's a good cornerback too. I do like him a lot. Cornerback 3, it's a little interesting, right? Because do we count the team captain as an actual, you know, guy for us? I still use Eric Allen. It's weird because some people, you know, they might not have Eric Allen. They need to use their team captain at a different spot, and I can understand that. So if we're not saying Eric Allen, not counting him, I would say that Jalen Mills would be our third best corner, which I would also recommend. Please don't put him on the field. Get somebody else. But Eric Allen, let's say we are talking Eric Allen. I know he's 5'10". Put him in the slot, and he's going to win you some football games. Thank me later. Right end, we got Josh Sweat. Now, Josh Sweat no longer plays for me, but let me tell you something. When he did, top 3 card I used all year. I've only said that I think twice. I don't know who I know Eric Rowe, Josh Sweat, and I think the other guy might honestly be Haason Reddick. I'm not gonna lie to you, but this Josh Sweat card is amazing. If you can't get your hands on the Reggie Whites or the Haason Reddicks, use your Josh Sweat. This guy, I mean, he's probably had like 200 some sacks for me, and I'm not lying to you. I'm dead serious. So yeah, I would highly recommend Josh Sweat. Defensive tackles. So I'm going to give you guys 2 defensive tackles because usually people use 2 D tackles. I think that Jordan Davis is our best D tackle. I still think he is. I know there's the Ty Miguel card. I used him. The guy sucks. I don't care what anybody has to say. Card is not good. And the biggest reason why is because he's undersized, right? Look at Jordan Davis. His stats, besides the block shit and the strength, the guy's got no power move or finesse move. But what is he? He's 6'6", 341. The problem with Ty Miguel was he was undersized. I think he was like 6 foot, might have been like 280, 270. I don't know. The guy was a munchkin. He was tiny, and that's why Jordan Davis is just better. D-tackle 2, I'm going to say HALOTI NGATA. I know a lot of people might say, oh, I'm taking Miguel over HALOTI. But honestly, at first, I really didn't like this HALOTI NGATA card. I remember at first, I was just like, I don't know, he's just not that guy. But then I remember probably like a week passed, and he became that guy. Like Jordan Davis and HALOTI NGATA, you're not running the ball on these guys. If you dare try to run yourself an inside zone, you're going to be going backwards. It's not going to work. And when usually, my pass rush comes from Reggie White and Haason, but if these 2 guys give me a little bit of a pass rush, it's really over. But HALOTI NGATA and Jordan Davis in the run game, unbelievable. You're not running the ball on those 2 guys. And like I said, when they give you that little bit of a pass rush, when they do, you're not losing. Left end, we got Reggie White. Now, I think this is probably one of the, I don't want to say it's the first Madden, but it's the first Madden in a while where I'm actually rushing Reggie White off the edge. I mean, it's crazy how this is probably, the fastest I've ever seen a Reggie White like to start the year. But honestly, though, I don't want to say the card's underwhelming. I used him with edge threat. He's not bad with edge threat. I definitely wished he was a little bit better. I'm not going to lie to you, but I feel like I want a little bit more from this card. Like, I feel like you look at these stats and you're like, he's insane. And I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I want a little bit more out of it. Now, I'm not saying this card is bad. I'm just saying, for as many coins he is, I don't know. The Haason Reddick card is definitely way better. I'll be honest with you. I do rock under pressure on Reggie White now. I did take the edge threat off just because I feel like having 2 under pressures off the edge is disgusting because he still gets pressure even without the edge threat. If you want to use the edge threat on him, go ahead. I felt like, I don't know. I just felt like it, I mean, he wasn't going crazy. Some of these other guys just do edge threat. And trust me, I have a method to literally getting edge threat to light up and get crazy animations. And he was making plays with it, but I don't know. I think I'd rather just have the under pressure just because that's going to win you some games at the end of the day. Kicker, it's obviously Jake Elliott. He's going to be probably our best kicker always until they drop like a David Akers, but they did just drop a free, I think his name's Zane Gonzalez for the Mexican Heritage Month promo today, so that guy gets 89 kick power, so I'll be honest, I am going to be using him. Probably not going to be using Jake no more, so yeah. For our very last position, we got Cameron Johnston. If you guys don't know, apparently he had got like 86 for punter. Yeah, I had him. I actually don't have him anymore. I'd sold him, and I'll be honest, I needed the coins. So all these players come down as bad as head-to-head rewards are. So he had to get the boots. So, yeah, but those are pretty much all. Those are the best Eagles for every position for the theme team. If you guys got any questions, go ahead, comment them down below. Now, just because they're the best position for the theme team does not mean you have to use them. Perfect example, how we talked about with the corner. Let's say you use your team captain already and you're not using Eric Allen. Jalen Mills would be the next best option. Do not use him. You can use fillers. You can use other things if you're over 50 out of 50. There's ways to finesse the lineup to put guys on kickoffs, specialists, and sub guys in game. Some people will say it's not a real theme team. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just a little jealous because, I don't know, they're just jealous. They're just weird. But that is pretty much it, though. If you guys want to go ahead and drop a follow over to Twitch, go ahead. The link is down below. Click it, drop a follow. We're going to be streaming Madden every night. We actually got a big tournament coming up this Saturday that I'm actually going to be hosting. It's going to be for money, and it's going to be pretty good. So if you want to see some, it's going to be some funny, entertaining Madden, go ahead over there, drop a follow, and you can watch that. And if you want opportunities to be in some of these tournaments like this down the road, follow the channel. You know what I mean? You'll be able to get in tune with these things. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to do it, though. Like, comment, subscribe, man, and your boy is out.